A lot of parties have been in talks with merging and forming alliances and so on. You recently met with the economic freedom fighters. Tell us more about that meeting with Julius Malema. Who initiated it, and what sort of future cooperation will there be between the two parties?
Well, as early as September last year, the commander-in-chief, as the party calls him, approached us and said that he wanted to see me. Then, of course, with the unfortunate happening when our former president, Mr. Mandela, passed away, and that had to be postponed. And then the meeting then was set up for this year. Then we met this year, and Mr. Malema up front said that he wanted to apologize for some of the negative things that he had said about me in the past. That was the purpose of the meeting. And I think that meeting accomplished that, because he asked for an apology, and which I accepted without any qualms, and that's it, and we all are all wanting change in South Africa. We all want leadership of integrity, which is not there in South Africa. That's a common thing, but there are many issues on which we don't agree. For instance, the economic freedom fighters say that the issue of land has not been addressed sufficiently. Restoration of land, the black South Africans, we agree with them, and they say that we should now consider, because the willing buyer and willing seller, what you call formula, has not worked out, and they say that they suggest expropriation. Yeah, we also accept expropriation, but with compensation in terms of the Constitution. So that we have a difference. There are many issues on which we differ. Even the nationalization of mines, we don't agree with that, and so on. So it was not as if we had met to merge. It wasn't so. The main purpose was just that Mr. Malema himself wanted to apologize, and I accepted that apology.
But obviously he requested the meeting to apologize so that you can form a better relationship going forward.
Correct. I think corrected. I think that is the purpose, because what he said about me offended many people, and therefore quite clearly he had to clear the air now that he has formed a party to be able to say that I don't expect anything, because the ANC, for instance, has not treated Mr. Malema well. When he went to Nkandla, he was the ANC blocked them from that, and so on.
You mentioned earlier that Mr. Malema talked about integrity in politics. Do you think now he has integrity?
But
do you think, you said earlier that Julius Malema spoke about a need for integrity in South African politics. Do you think he has integrity?
I cannot judge him, because the cases that he's facing are still in court. I don't know what the judgment is. It's only then that I can judge whether, in fact, he has it or not. Yes.
But you were also quoted saying that Julius Malema has matured as a leader. What did you mean by that? What signs are you seeing in him that makes him more of a mature leader?
I've always believed that, in politics, people can disagree without being disagreeable. So in this case, if you had learned that rule, I saw that as maturity myself, that we don't need to be enemies merely because we represent different political parties. We should see each other as just adversaries, fellow South Africans, not enemies, adversaries. So I saw that as maturity on his part.